Private pension funds are gobbling up homes across the country, outbidding home buyers and then raising prices for consumers. You know why this is such an important story? For somebody to read this story and say, that doesn't make a difference. Really? You have corporations, investment bankers that are buying up complete neighborhoods so they can raise the prices for rent, they can raise the prices for sale, and they can flip the houses. What does that do to the average buyer who says, look, we just got married. I want to buy a house. I just graduated from college. I want to buy a house. This is a whole new bubble, isn't it?
Right, it is. It's a bubble that's inflating rapidly and is destined to pop, as all bubbles are. And so what we're seeing is that we're watching average Americans be priced out of the market by these pension funds, places like BlackRock, snapping up all of these homes. And honestly, we had seen a lot of this before in the previous housing bubble, not necessarily with private pension, but these companies started coming around, we flip houses and all those kinds of type of people, changing a house from a $50,000 house to a $100,000 house. Mm-hmm. Suddenly people couldn't buy it. You end up with a glut in the market. Everything comes crashing down. And these pension funds now say, hey, we can do that, and we can make a heck of a lot of money in the process. And they can do it because they have the upfront capital.
Right.
And they're paying 20 to 40% over asking price for a lot of these homes.
And the result of that last year was an increase in housing somewhere between 11 and 15%.
Yeah.
Because they're driving it up artificially. And they're going after foreclosed houses. What you have is you have about 300 investment bankers that are organizations that are doing this, and they know exactly where this is going. They look for houses in good school districts. They look for houses where somebody coming out of college may say, I just want to start up. A new married couple I want to start up home, and then they buy entire neighborhoods.
Right, and the other thing that these companies can do that some of the other smaller flippers in the past weren't able to do. If the market crashes and they have to sit on these homes for 5, maybe even 10 years, they have the money to do that. Mm-hmm. So it's not like we're going to see a flood of foreclosures in the market where low-income Americans can finally buy a house. So the bubble always pops. The bubble always pops. We know that.
Yeah.
But this time there's not going to be relief for people when the bubble pops.
Yeah.
Because they have the means to sit on that.
They're not really people.
Right.
They're corporations.
It's your pension funds. It's other people's money, essentially.
Exactly.